Hey, what's going on, everybody? Cali Death Podcast is back. Had a little break with Thanksgiving. This is episode 8. I'm Anthony. We got Casey, Joseph, and Joel. And today we're bringing on, they've all been special, but this one's a nice special one for me and everybody else because this is my best friend, my longest standing brother in metal. We got Mr. Dan Kenny on with us, Suicide Silence fame.
I'm here, dog.
Dude.
Hola.
What up?
Yeah, dude.
What's up?
Yeah, super stoked to have you on, brother.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long time coming. We got a story to tell, so why not get it going?
Yeah, let's talk about some shit.
Yes, dude, definitely. All right, so I mean, obviously, me and you, we grew up in the same hometown, Pacifica, California. You're 1 year younger than me, but there's only 40,000 people in this town, so we stay pretty close knit. You know, everybody knows everybody, and eventually when you're walking around at school and you see somebody wearing a Pantera shirt or a Slayer shirt, and you're like, oh, okay, there's other dudes around here that are catching the same wins that I'm catching at this time, you know, or 15, 16. Well, actually, you were 16 or 17 when we started hanging out. What was it? I was trying to figure that. Was it my senior year or my junior year when we started hanging?
No, probably around there.
Yeah. And you knew my cousins before me.
Yep.
Do you guys remember your first interaction?
No, I don't.
In the bottle,
dude.
dude.
It had
in the bottle and in the Bay Area.
I landed on him. And
it's been in the Bay Area. There's no rules like that, so it's whoever you land on. That's what happened.
No, I think it was.
I remember you wearing shirts around school, and you were more of the heavier side of stuff, I think, and then I was just like, I need to go hold that guy's hand. So then,
yeah, dude.
Hey, once we started hanging out and talking metal, we were pretty inseparable.
Mm-hmm. It really did happen pretty fucking fast, dude. It was like, I think that it was each other that made it like snowball for both of us. And by the time I was graduating, we were balls deep in the extreme shit, dude.
Yeah, we both had shovels and we're trying to see as underground as we could go. Sometimes we went to underground where the shit just sounded like crap, but
yeah. And I mean, that we'll get ahead to it, but like going to Amoeba and reading all the song names, all the record labels.
I didn't realize what we used to do. We would take CDs and we would judge them by their band name, their logo, and their artwork. And then we'd be like, all right, put it in the bin. But I didn't realize a lot of fucking other people told me they did that too when they're younger. And I was like, I just thought I was just some weirdo.
Joel's one of them. Joel,
yeah, I would do record label. When it started turning to like record label thing too. Like, all right, they're on earache.
Yeah,
they have like a cool like death metal logo.
Amputated vein, let's go.
yeah. It's like if it looks like they know their shit, dude. The logo looks profesh, you know, but like brutal, you know.
Dude, but then the best times we call it luck of the draw.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then we'd get like 10 CDs. Maybe I'd get 5 and he'd get 5, and usually only like 2 or 3 of them were good.
Yep.
But like, damn, we'd sell the old ones back and then buy
for like 50 cents.
A third of the money.
Yeah, but dude, we fucking found some real crappy shit in there. But the ones that we hit hard, you know.
Dude, like Aborted Engineering the Dead was.
Oh, that was one of them for me and Gary as well.
The first Necrophagus, and it was like new.
Oh, dude, but that wasn't the luck of the draw though. That was what's his name? We had the dude who.
I think his name was Ed.
Ed, yeah, we had Ed at Amoeba in San Francisco, and if he was working, he would tell us like all the new good shit that came in. And Onset had come through the OG Willow Tip version. It came out on Willow Tip, I think, right? And
no, it got re-released on a Willow Tip.
Yeah.
Okay. So that first, it was some German label or whatever.
We had the one that was hard to find now.
We do, yeah. I still have it, dude. That one with the zombie or the mummy on the cover or whatever it is.
CD shopping was fucking great. That's how we learned a lot of metal. And then Anthony got kicked out of Amoeba, and then we.
I knew this.
Tell that story.
This shit was gonna happen.
Anthony comes in Amoeba 20 years later. It's like, get the fuck out of here, man.
Okay, It's been a long time. So yeah, when you're 15, you're with a certain group of people that are very influential on you. You tend to just follow your fucking peers. And I was with a bad group, and they decided they were going to go to Amoeba
Wow.
and switch tags, and I was switching fucking dude. I was switching like brand new albums with $1.99 tags, you know.
Oh, that's
Like there's absolutely no way. And I'd like lay it out on top of it, and I'm like just acting like I'm browsing, but I'm trying to peel off the label, and it's coming off in pieces and shit. I'm like, fuck that one. Okay, go to the next one.
bad
And
boy.
then finally it got to the point where they knew exactly what was going on. We got caught, we got our pictures taken, and yeah, so you end up in this Rolodex of fucking people, and they actually, I tested it not even a year later, and I was flipping through CDs, and fucking this dude just walked up to me and was like, "Hey, Anthony," and I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And he was like, "Come with me." Fucking
No more death metal for you, dork.
plain clothes security guard just chilling, just like, yeah, we know who you are. But you're 15, 16 years old, you're making stupid
Have you
decisions.
put in there since?
Oh yeah, I have.
With the
I
poncho
could grow
on and a big hat.
I can grow a beard now, dude.
Oh yeah, you look like
You can't grow any hair though.
still
Can't grow my hair right in this section.
Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. That's rude.
No, it's true though. Funny but true.
Clap it out.
So yeah,
Well,
growing up together was so much fun, man. I always wish that other kids had that growing up with their friends,
Totally, dude. So
discovering music together, because that shit is so fun. You don't even care about anything else but that.
yeah, so let's
Yeah,
rewind a
take
little
the
bit though, dude. Let's rewind, because we're gonna go back through that stuff. I wanna know, like, I don't even know how many times we've really even talked about this. Like, when did you fall in love with music, and when did you decide you wanted to make it or be involved in playing it? And
My cousin Bill, he's passed away now, but he's like one time at like a family gathering at his house. He lived in a barn, and he brought I think me up first, and Pat might have came too, my brother. But he showed us like Sepultura, Metallica, Slayer, Korn. He showed us like all these bands in one fucking night, which was super overload, you know.
mm-hmm.
And I was just like, and I asked him if he could give me some of the CDs, and he said no. So I think as a kid, I wrote down the band names, and I just got super into those bands. And then I just was infatuated with those bands, and I know my mom took me to see Pantera, and then I got to see it live, and I was like, okay, this is the coolest.
Real quick, were you already playing guitar when you went to go?
I think I just started playing guitar, like right after I heard those bands. I think that's when I got a guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Took it seriously, kind of, and I was like, I gotta learn. And I remember being so shitty at it, but I just, because I'm the kid who wants to play metal, and metal's not easy. So I'm like, this, and then it's really it's hard to play when you're growing up. You're like, this shit sucks because I suck, because it's hard to play the shit I want to play. I'm not trying to learn. So then you gotta learn.
So you gotta start with Pantera Walk.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But Deep Purple and fucking some Green Day songs get you going.
Yep.
You going.
Oh yeah.
So what age is that?
15, 14, no, 13, 15, 14. Oh my god. I don't know.
Somewhere around there.
The worst memory ever.
No, that's why I'm
shitty for podcasts, because I can't remember anything.
Dude, that's fine. I wasn't even paying attention to you freaking out about that. I was paying attention to the fact that I was like, 2002. How old were you?
I was 17.
So you had started at 15, and by 17 we were writing Carnivorous riffs.
Okay, well, maybe I started at 13 or 14 then, because
I don't think
I excelled pretty fast though. I'm not gonna lie, at guitar, because when you care so much back then, you kind of don't put the thing down.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and then also
I was gonna say before guitar for you, it was your passion was wrestling.
Professional wrestling. That's my, I still have a sliver of hope in there that I will make it one day.
What's your name? What's your wrestling name?
Dictionary Dan. No, I don't know. I just teach people about words.
Strikes fear into an opponent. Yeah.
Yeah, I lose every match, dude.
Just reading every match.
No, I want to be a wrestler super bad. So I wrestled throughout like middle school and high school, and how to wear the singlets and my little chode popping out and everything, you know. And I think that's a great one. You see me dude, I was in Halloween, so it was cold.
Yep.
You see me covering the wiener with the belt, right?
Yeah.
That was Santa Cruz, right?
Yeah, that was the first Thunderdome, right?
Yep.
That was
another Thunderdome alum.
Oh my god, the first one has the cake, man.
Thunderdome's kind of like has almost like a pound legend to it.
Yeah, for us, our little circle, for sure, it's definitely a sanctuary to me.
Pound Junior.
I think that might be one of the first. That might be one of the first places I got.
Sorry, Alicia, that picture of you up.
That's where I developed my crush on her. Didn't work out well.
Was that a logo on the top there? Was that like a death metal top?
I'll go back to it. What was it?
I think that was just his tits.
I had a skin disease for a while.
You did?
Eczema?
No.
It was called it's called Tenea Versicolor.
I think it's just a like boxing logo or something.
All right.
What's that? Grandmaster Flash on the wall? Okay, sorry. I'll stop asking questions. That
No, you're good.
That's all
just
good.
wait.
That's funny that you said Tenea Versicolor, because I was trying to remember that. It's so what is
Michael Jackson? Michael Jackson claimed that he had on his face, but nah. That fool was bleaching his teeth. He's like, "Hey, will you do the rest?" Dude, that place was amazing. I remember like just when it was just us dudes and no party, we would just get down and get hammered and watch weird movies.
Watch weird movies and fucking listen to awesome music.
Share music with each other. Fucking, I'd eat vegan food and be like, "This is good."
I don't like beans, but this is good.
Hey, this is good. Give me another beer.
I still never forget that time we went to Dharma's. It's a vegan restaurant. We went after a Thunderdome. No, I remember going to Dharma specific because I lived like right behind it afterwards, and you had a Carnivorous shirt on. You're like, "What am I doing here? I have a Carnivorous shirt. I'm at a vegan restaurant." He went to the register. He's like, "What? I don't even know what to get, dude. I have a Carnivorous shirt on. What am I supposed to get here?"
Can't you read? they're like, actually, no, it's kind of scratchy.
Yeah.
I will say the Nada
classic.
chicken burrito is legit.
Oh yeah, super good.
Nada chicken burrito. All right, so
this is good.
Totally. So we're all right. So it's high school. You started playing. You fucking picked it up quick and kept on going and never stopped. So we were hanging out. It's so funny how it's just like things about your own life you can't even remember. When did the conversation happen? Do you have any idea where we were like, do this fucking start writing some death metal?
I don't know. I just think we listened to so much of it that we realized like I play guitar, and you're like, well, we could do our own fucking band, you know?
And dude, that was what it was. So we went to Guitar Center and fucking I bought a drum machine from Paul Ryan. Origin, what's up? Hey.
She's great.
I think she said it best.
Hell yeah.
I think she said it best.
That's the first female appearance on the show. So.
I know.
Right.
We're all virgins. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, dude, I think I bought a drum machine from Paul, and then I would play that thing.
We said we need a drummer. How can we find a drummer in Pacifica? Number one, we can't. Number two, let's go ahead. And Anthony's like, "Fuck it, dude. I'll play drums." And we're like,
with my fingers, bro.
Yeah, he figured he bought a fucking drum machine and he played with his fingers.
Yep. I got a Boss 660 or some shit like that. Yeah. And it wasn't like intricate. Like it was basically just string.
So you had to circle between like if like let's say 12 was like a double bass blast beat, and then like 15 was a groove, and then like 14 was a fill, and then you literally had to like turn the dial to that number and be ready for it to hit the next thing. And if you missed, we have to start the whole song over again.
Yep. It's like, fuck, dude. Sorry.
then I'd be
the
all
double
pissed.
bass blast went for an extra measure, dude. We got to stop, bring it back. I didn't hit 15 at the right time. There's like a certain time.
I remember you were so
turn the dial.
you sitting down with it on your lap, hella serious.
Just hella serious. I'd smoke bowls. I would smoke bowls in your garage. We would listen to music, and then it'd be time for us to actually write music.
At one point, we had fuck before even Troy started playing with us. We had like 6-7 songs in the bag. Songs that I wish that we could hear right now. That just who knows where they are,
dude. 2 and 4. What the fuck? I don't even know where fucking 2 and 4 went, dude. The ether took it, dude. It fizzled out into the universe. We're never gonna fucking see it or hear it.
I bet they were sick as fuck though.
Wait, can I ask about this drum machine? Did they have pre-programmed beats, or were you like programming the?
I was
sequencing
programming the beats and then manually syncing it. Like it became like you.
What was it? A Boss Dr. Rhythm?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And so you'd have like they did come with like set
mostly made for like rock drums maybe, or a lot of hip hop, I think.
Yeah, but you get to this certain point where on the hard drive or whatever of the drum machine, there was just empty slots for you to be able to make different drum beats, and then you can string them all together. Dude, we were so infantile in it that there's totally a way that we could just write it, set it, and press play.
Yeah, for real.
But we got to a point where we're like, dude, we have a blast beat right now. Let's fucking all right. Plus play. Okay. Let's add double. I'll do one with double bass and then just turn it back, and then it just goes to the point.
We made it way harder than it should have been.
Oh, totally.
Probably would have done better with like just beatboxing.
Do you remember remember you would just play a blast beat for like 15 minutes straight, and you were just like looking at me play guitar, like write a riff. I must have played like fucking 800 riffs. And then by the time you stopped it, I just still hear blast beating in my head.
Dan and my writing style was literally Tenacious D in the Pick of Destiny. It was me standing next to Dan with the guitar, only we just added the drum machine. And then I would listen to him and I'd be like, no, digga there and fucking speed pick there. And then it needs more of a crunchy underbelly, like fucking Jack Black said. And it'd be like that, dude. And I'd be like, oh yeah, dude, that part with that part right there, let's keep that and let's see if you can add something like this at the end. And that's literally was our fucking.
Carnivorous was written so weirdly.
It was, dude.
It's like you gave two monkeys like instruments and showed them a couple bands and said, "Go."
How did you present it to Troy with like that?
I don't know.
I gave him $5,000. No, I'm just joking.
2,000.
Cat's out the bag, dude. We wouldn't have that demo if we didn't give him 5 G's up front.
Dusty from Severed Savior kind of took me and Anthony under his wing, and like I think because like we'd always go hang out with them and do normal shit. But then
I told the story when I took real quick.
We also go to every show. We also go to every show with us now.
We met at the Pound. We showed up. It was us, me and you, and then we got there and Dusty and George were already there. And we were the only 4 people waiting for some show that night.
Yeah,
George. They were drinking out of their trunk. They were drinking out of their trunk, and we just ended up fucking talking to them, and they started passing bottles, and we all started passing joints, and boom, it was fucking click. Everybody was fucking chill, and then every time we went to the Pound, we'd hang out, and then after a while, it was like, check out my band on mp3.com. That's what Dusty's saying. And
then we realized his band is sick as fuck, and then
we're at home on Winamax trying to download shit, and then we find this fucking band on mp3.com, and you're like, fuck, dude, they're 20 minutes away from us.
And Severed, so we'd always go to all the shows with Dusty and shit. We didn't even meet his rest of his band yet. So later on down the road, we meet some of the guys. Well, I think we meet the rest of his band at one of their shows.
Were they Christ Tonight at the time, or were they Severed?
No, they were already Severed. I think we met Murray before we actually watched Severed play. No?
Yeah. I think we ended up meeting Troy for real at the practice spot. Because I don't think Troy came to that many shows.
Yeah, so what it was me and Dan were literally the flies on the wall in the Severed Savior rehearsal studio for a long time, dude. We would literally just come there to hang out with them before they'd fucking play. We'd party and then they'd play and we'd just sit there and fucking have a Severed Savior concert every single night.
Yeah.
And then be a part of the camaraderie, being a part of, the inside, the behind the scenes shit, and just learn. Dude, I didn't even realize that, but as we're hanging out, we're actually fucking learning the ropes of what it is to really be in a band and be in a rehearsal studio and be able to work with each other. Like you have to build a relationship, you really have to become like connected in order for it to work, and we saw that happen with Severed Savior, and that totally was the inspiration for what we were doing. So it's like we had Carnivorous going, then we're like, let's take it to the next level. We need a human on the kit. So
I think it was also, it might have been Dusty's idea. Like, why don't you just fucking ask Troy, dude? It's like, he's here.
Yeah, Dusty really was like fucking, he came with great ideas, dude, and he totally had faith in us in the beginning. And yeah, we owe a lot to Dusty for sure. I mean, he engineered our demo. He recorded it. He was behind the 16 track or whatever the fuck we were recording on.
And fucking Troy, we would always, I think I would always end up jamming with him after Severed practice anyways. We'd all just jam and just do weird shit anyways. And then finally, like, we heard some Carnivorous shit we were doing, and then I think finally it was just like, you want to fucking drum this shit? He's like, yeah, I can learn it. And so then that was he's still to this day, he's definitely the fastest drummer I've ever played with.
Yeah, Troy's nuts.
For sure, dude. I mean, when you think about the speed of like that Vomit Remnants demo, the Vomit Remnants Godless Truth split, I think his metronome was set to like 260 or something on that.
It's really fast, and it's all one take too.
Yep. No fucking Pro Tools, no nothing. Those songs were actually the demo songs, or those songs, I can't remember. It was a 24-hour process.
Yeah. Sounds pretty good for being that crazy that sort of time.
Yep. Totally, dude.
Was that the time you guys were jamming at that jam space, or was it before that?
We started jamming with them at the Hit Wall spot, right? Or RHL.
Yeah,
RHL.
That recording of the split, I think that was after I did the merch tour for them.
Yeah, and we recorded that actually at Troy's house. We didn't do that at the rehearsal spot.
I don't remember what you sang. Did you sing in the bathroom?
I don't remember, dude. I just know that you guys were in Troy's bedroom. That's all I remember.
We were always in Troy's bedroom.
I would hope you do increments of defecation in the bathroom, dude.
No, that's in the bedroom for sure.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah, that shit was fun, and it must have been really weird. Not weird for them, but it must have been cool for them. Just have these little fucking kids trying to fucking death metal with you as hard as you.
Yeah,
they were ripping hard as fuck back then too.
They were, dude. I mean, they were always ripping, but I'm just saying, like, maybe because you got to think of it like they had to have had some kind of what would be the word, mentorship? Is that a word? Just older mentors that took them under their wing, and they saw it and they respected it and realized what it could do, and we just became that next generation for them to pay it forward, and that's super cool, super grateful for that. I mean, there's so much fun at that fucking rehearsal studio, dude, playing hacky sack, football, fucking building their tour bus for them. We already talked about that on the Severed episode.
Yeah, not everything is fucking mean old death metal all the time.
No, dude, it's about having fun and being with the bros, dude, broing down. So then you actually is Aptos the only live show you did with us?
I did the Thunderdome too, I think.
Oh yeah,
that's
dude.
right. Yeah.
So I wanted to chime in about that time period too, because I met you guys like way back when I first moved up there. So like 2004. I remember I met you and Dan and we hung out like that year. I think I got a hold of you guys. Like I think Joel and you guys were like MySpacing or something was going on, and then talked to you. And then there was because we like we talked about before, we went to that Origin show at the Aptos Club. that was like before that. It was like in 2004, right, or something like that. And so we met. I met Joel that night or whatever, you know. Anyways, and then I got a hold of you guys, and I had just moved to San Francisco, you know, from San Diego, and I like hung out with you guys like in the city. That you remember that? It was like before we ever did any music or anything.
I think the first time we met you for sure is we got invited to that little barn you were playing with. I think it was at Mike's house or something, but you were playing with decrepit, like you're a brand new young kid. And I was like, we need to see this kid play. You got a small little drum area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that little shed in the back.
That small shed,
the first drummer they got after In Time Begins or something. It's like someone who can actually play it. And we're all just like, oh shit, man, this is real.
Yeah, exactly. So we became, we became friends like back in that was like that was the year, you know, in 2004 anyways. But like it was so cool because like we hung out, I think, in the city too. And then like it was like I went to your jam space, I think. Like, did you guys already have the space at that time?
At the point we were like
severed,
split, and it was severed. Like,
yeah. Because I went to go hang out with you guys, and that's when I first saw Carnivorous jam, you know.
Yeah.
And I also, of course, saw Severed and stuff in Troy, and I remember him like doing that, like just all of a sudden, just like this hyper blast, like with his feet, just like insane, like what is that? Yeah, super cool. Yeah, it was just really cool. Good times.
Totally, dude. No, I was gonna say, what I was gonna add to that was I think 2004 Halloween was the first like maybe party that we went to at the Thunderdome, Dan. You think it was 2004 when you and I were Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah. Oh shit. That's right.
And it was an odious show during the day. Like you guys were playing still at the day.
We had a lot of Pacifica friends living in Santa Cruz at the same time.
That's right. Michaela, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or no, Mikkel. Sorry,
Mikkel.
Yeah. Mikkel was living on what's Pacific Ave, right off of Pacific Ave.
So then,
like that.
Santa Cruz is only an hour away from Pacifica, so we'd go there all the time to party.
And Mikey, obviously, Mikey Herbert. Sorry.
Like fucking. So then you have so many bands just starting to connect with each other. Decrepit Dudes and Odious and like Taste of Blood, and then and then like you have us Carnivorous guys coming up, and we're all just may have those times happen again like that.
Yeah, dude. No, totally. And just fucking hitting Highway 1 for an hour and 10 minutes and you're there, dude.
Yeah.
You know, beautiful fucking drive. And by the time it's, you know, sun's coming down, we're ready to fucking party with the homies down there.
Yeah. So I only got to do 2 shows with Carnivorous before I left to do my other shit. But
if you think about it, like fucking Sleep Terror was on one of the bills. So that's pretty fucking dope. At the Thunderdome. That was the same night that Sleep Terror played, right?
Yeah.
Sleep Terror, Odious, Carnivorous.
That's when we met Dave.
And Dave,
yeah. Luke Yeager just blocked me.
Yep, that's when we met Dave. That's when we met everybody.
Yeah, dude, Dave is the man.
That's the famous night that somebody went out the window. We keep talking about it, but yeah.
I woke up under the window that night, and like on a couch, just like it was like 20 degrees. It was super warm. And I woke up like almost dying. I think I almost died. I woke up just like someone put their sweatshirt on me, and we're like, you're good. It's like
a couple empty beer boxes.
Yeah,
like he's good, dude. He's good.
Dude, those times,
I wish we're back, man.
I wish we had more like iPhones back then or something to like document that shit. That shit's like there's like 9 pictures of like those first ones. You know, it's like it's really just kind of legend at this point. You know.
When you think about it, the technology.
I can still see Dave's room in my head, and I could see like the kitchen.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I mean, I lived there for 4 years.
The back door, out the kitchen. That's if you would pull into. Yeah, it does. Everybody probably doesn't care about what the house is fucking.
Yeah, you weren't there.
There was a driveway.
I'm like, yeah, dude. Anyways.
Okay, I finally got this that I could
nice.
Is this the Aptos one? Yeah.
That was the show. Yeah.
Oh, Pat's band. Yeah, Pat's. So explain Remorseless, guys. That's like your guys' brothers, right?
So we started a band, and then they wanted to be in a band.
Our brothers wanted to follow, and our brothers were already friends before that, and they're just like, hey, dude, let's fucking do it. So it actually they started. No, excuse me. Let's go a little bit further. Pat and Vincent have a longer musical relationship than we do, because they were in a band while they were still in middle school that was called Obnoxious, dude. They're always about and then that turned into Exile. So Obnoxious was like a new metal rap band, kind of like what I was doing at 15. And then that was Vincent on vocals and your brother Pat on guitar. And then Exile turned into Vincent going to guitar and having
so we follow them.
We did, dude. They were young kids did it first.
You're all trying to act all like sick, like we mentored them.
If we're gonna talk about the Trapani Kenny collaborations, it's Pat and Vincent.
I remember your brother though. He never really figured out what instrument he was gonna play though.
That's what I'm saying. So he was.
Am I the guitarist or am I the drummer? I don't know. Well, you're definitely not the singer because your brother's the singer.
He was the singer of the first band, the guitar player of the second band, and then guitar player, and then he moved to drums.
I like when they all took those band photos. Oh, when taking old band photos, man, you really had to grab your hardest shirt you have. Dude.
Oh man, it was a huge deal back then.
It's
yeah,
huge deal. So like, I remember the one picture they have. They're like Severed Savior. And fucking, hey Dan, can I borrow your Paimia long sleeve? Sure, Pat. Fucking, they looked hard as shit in their pictures. Man.
They did, dude.
They did it.
My first awesome. Band picture, I had a Spawn of Possession hoodie, but I was wearing sunglasses, and no one else was. And they were like those are fucking amazing compared to the ones I was wearing. They're like these like ones that didn't fit my face, and they're all like, there's a bunch of fucking shitty pictures out there of me on the roof, going like, I'm all nervous because I just tried out once. And then Casey and David and Dan were like, dude, if you want in, it's in. You're in. I'm just like, what? And they're like, all right, well, I need to bring my best sunglasses and my.
Well, yeah. Did you? Well, at least did you wear them like this or like this?
Oh no, I can't. I didn't know about that move until I turned about 32. But no, I was wearing them on the roof, just like I remember just going like this. My arms are just like all like not like they're not square at all. They're just like I'm all super nervous and like. I don't know. It was just fucking embarrassing. Yeah. Actually, on that flyer too, one thing we didn't bring up was so it was Remorseless. Burn at the Stake actually ended up being Brain Drill, pretty much.
Oh wow.
That's Dylan's old band. It was Dylan and Brandon was the singer, and Dylan. That was like one of their last shows. And then Dylan was like, "I got this death metal band." I remember him coming into the room, or like my old room, and just like, "I got these riffs." I'm like, "What the fuck is that?" It was something I remember.
Brain Drill has some fucking pretty.
He had a different way of looking at the instrument. I was just like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't understand what, like, I remember bringing Casey and David in my room.
That's why Brain Drill is perfect name.
Shit. Yeah. And it's like, he didn't know anything about music at all. Like, I taught him like the Slayer harmonies. Like, he knew nothing about music, but he knew how to fucking go nuts on what he heard. And he knew how to like replicate what he wanted to hear on guitar somehow, you know?
Which is like, those are the kind of guitar players that are the hardest to try to play guitar like.
Yeah, no, I was the first guitar player in that band. That was super annoying.
I watched the Anal Cunt video of him playing guitar. I don't know what the hell he was doing, and I couldn't even pretend to do that.
So I don't even know if we talked about it on the podcast yet, but the reason why we all know each other in the first place, because we were kind of beating around it a little bit, was Casey had met Joel. We had met Joel all around the same time. So it's like,
Joel's the gatekeeper.
I don't know how. Okay,
you master.
Dan and Joel had connected at some point first, and it was about Carnivorous.
Yeah, it was. I sent Dan they were looking for a guitar player, and my band was falling apart with Carrie. We couldn't find a drummer, and he's like, "Oh, send me something of you playing." And I forget even how we even got to that conversation, but and I sent him. I had a 7-string. I had been in a 7-string, and I played Angel of Death like on the 7-string and just sent it to him. Like I remember, just like it's like in B, like completely different tuning. That. Yeah, and I sent you were like, "Oh, yeah, that's sick, man. We should fucking meet up." And then that was then the bloodletting, or yeah, it was bloodletting with Spawn of Possession, Gorgasm, Paemia, and Severed.
Yeah,
the main one I was pretty much there for. Yeah, then I met all you guys there against the chain link fence with a cigarette, and pretend like I didn't see you guys, but I really saw you guys the whole time. And until my friend Adam was just all like, I'm gonna go bring him over here, because Adam was just like, he's all, fuck that, stop being a bitch, go talk to him. And I was all, dude, they're over there, dude. No, I can't. I gotta look cool, dude, over here. And then Adam brought you guys over, is how it started. And
I
and I was like, what's up, dude? Like against this fence, and I was like, I was so sick. And like you guys were all like, what's up? And I'm like, they're all, you got to check out Severed Savior, like Mike Gilbert's back on guitar tonight or something like that. And I was like, I didn't know what that meant, because like I just got into Severed, and I was way into Spawn of Possession, was like my boner. I was like #1 bands. Like I couldn't believe when I heard that album, and had the Spawn of Possession sweatshirt on, and was just like, 2002 or 3 is when that show was in Palo Alto.
Mm-hmm.
And
it was so good. I have a lot of that show on video, by the way.
Dude, I would love that.
I got it on the little, because that's how tech was back then. You got the little fucking video VHS tapes,
like a little mini disc, or like mini tapes,
that big, dude. And you got to,
and you put them into like the bigger tape, and then it like goes like bzzz, and like turns into a normal VHS.
Dude. And that's how you can watch it on TV.
Yeah. If you have any of that shit, I will gladly pay money for.
After our nervous meeting, your nervous meeting with us, we just hit it off, and then we became friends. And
then we went to a Severed jam spot. I think that's what my memory is. Went to a Severed.
It always just kind of sucked because you kind of live far away.
Yeah, totally. And then you had your friends in Santa Cruz, and we would connect at your friend's house in Santa Cruz, and just have like at their parties and stuff. And then we started playing, play those couple shows. And then Anthony, we ended up stealing Anthony. We were like, I remember Anthony. Remember you came up and did like a couple. Oh, there's the picture with me on the roof.
Oh my God, dude.
There it is. That is it, dude.
And you're wearing the Spawn hoodie that you were talking about, dude.
Dude, okay, so I remember we sent these pictures to Unique, because we had just gotten signed to Unique Leader.
That's a Thunderdome behind there. That's David's window. Remember?
Yep.
We sent these pictures to Unique Leader, and they just laughed at us. They're like, "No, you got to do that again, dude."
Well, they used the top one.
Yeah.
They used that top one.
I think this was just one of the bad outtakes. We like kept this as a joke or something. But look,
the one with that whole like cholo window in the background. Like, don't run.
It's beyond bad. Yeah, that's Joel though, right there. Like,
dude, those sunglasses, dude. I'm telling you, right? They didn't I don't know. They just didn't work.
How long are those shorts?
You look like fucking Beavis and Butthead's cool cousin.
No, I was gonna say 7-Eleven Lokes, like the ones that are.
Dude, I look way sicker when you zoom in, though, dude.
You definitely got those at the fucking register rack of a fucking Quickie Mart, dude.
Oh man, I love that. I remember that Spawn sweatshirt. You wore that like all the time.
Oh, dude, because I remember I got that the day of the Palo Alto show. I ordered it 3 months in advance and got it the day of the Palo Alto show, because Unique Leader was super fast.
Ordered it from fucking. I was from Unique Leader. I was like, "What'd you order it from Sweden?"
Dude, that sweatshirt too was probably the best sweatshirt I ever had. Like just the thickest. Like I washed that thing and it was just like brand new every time. And then I just left it at a party drunk, and the end.
Dude, there's a point where I literally every piece of shirt I would wear would be all Unique Leader shit.
Yeah. Dude, they had the sick logo with like the arm and then the butt logo, on the butt of your shirt and shit. You're just like
if you had a Unique Leader logo on their shirt, it's like having like a Hell's Angel patch.
It was.
It was like a death metal tramp stamp. Like
even if you have that fucking Necronomicon shit, you still have the stamp on the back. You're in, dude.
Yeah. It's like, I need to talk to you. I don't know why.
I didn't. Yeah.
You got old English on your ass, and I need to talk to you.
Yeah. Let's have a cigarette. You don't smoke?
Yeah. You want to smoke? Yeah. Oh God, classic. Yeah, those would be classic times. Yeah, go for it, Joseph.
Can I ask how you got going with Animosity?
Well,
I could take
like
this part over.
Right time frame to.
Yeah.
That happened actually at the Thunderdome.
At the Thunderdome.
Yeah, Animosity was looking for a bass player, and I wasn't even a bass player really at the time. I was just all guitar. So then I was like, I love Animosity. I was like, fuck, man, Carnivorous we're playing in the living room. And I was like, I want to be on stage, dude. I want to be on tour, dude. So in my head, I'm like, fuck, it's going to take forever to fucking get to where they are. But I should have stuck with it, but I didn't. But then I tried out for bass, and I ended up being kind of decent at bass. And then I just tried out I think they might have shot out two other guys, and then picked me and brought me on the first tour. I had to quit Carnivorous like on the phone, which back then quitting a band is like breaking up with a girlfriend.
I knew this part was gonna come up.
Anthony would be like, but we're still gonna be friends though, yeah.
No, I mean, how I remember it, I remember it more of me being a little bitch and being jealous about it, like, oh, dude, he's about to fucking, take the next step, and I'm gonna be left back here. So I was being butthurt about that.
Once I got that Cannibal Corpse tour selling merch for Severed under my belt,
I was jealous about that too, dude.
Yeah, you had to work. But once I got that going though, I realized, fuck, dude, I want to tour. Like, and there was no touring option for Carnivorous except for maybe like a small West Coast run or something. But I got to start touring with Animosity, and I did a shit ton of touring with them, and I was in the band for like 2 years. It was super fun.
One thing you left out about that story, which I still have the photogenic memory of it happening, was we walked out into the back of the Thunderdome on the there's like 3 stairs that go into the backyard. I remember me and you were walking out together, and Leo came up to both of us and was like, "Hey, we're looking for a bass player. Do either of you guys want to do it?" And I was like, "Fuck no," because I was like unique leader on my arm. Like I was like, "Dude, do you see this shit?" Like, no, dude, yeah. I can't. Like I got signed by like my favorite label. Like you can go fuck yourself. I mean, no, but I loved Animosity though. Yeah. And yeah, you were just kind of like, yeah, maybe I can check it out. And I'm like, that was.
I think I said to him like, "Hey, I think my brother might be into that."
yeah. No, I still remember like him. He was standing below on the stairs. We were both on the top of the stairs. He's also anyways. Yeah, he was just all, I know. So it was like we're just looking way down on him. And like he's like, yeah, I remember you threw that out, and I was just like, I remember like having so much pride in saying no. I was like,
if you would have did it, you would have had a lot of fun.
I could have, dude. Do you think? I don't know.
What are you saying? Odious Mortem isn't fun, dude?
I don't know. I also think like they were going the more death metal route.
I can talk about it right now.
No, I mean, do you think that like I think about this every now and then. Do you think like if I said yes and you were kind of on the fence about it and they like tried me out and whatever, let's say I got it. Do you think I would be you now? And you would be in the
Suicide Silence, dude. He took the
because
same
you guys
exact route.
You guys took Suicide Silence out on that tour, so you guys became friends with them with Animosity.
That's how the simulation works, dude.
Suicide Silence came later.
He would have taken your life.
But I thought you guys took them out with like as Blood Runs Black, Job for a Cowboy, Suicide Silence. I didn't do that tour. Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe my alternate reality is wrong.
Suicide came later from when I was playing bass for Light the City.
Oh, okay. Got it. All right, we'll just take all that back.
Yeah, if you would have been me, I would have been you. Then I would have been a Chiefs fan, and I would hate my life.
Really? Right now with you Cowboys fan? Sorry.
All right. Sports, guys. Fucking sports.
Touchdown.
No, so let's take it back real quick, dude, because I mean we're kind of jumping ahead of some stuff here. So you get the Animosity gig, and eventually everything's chill. And with Carnivorous ends up getting replacements. Ivan and Danny, bass. And actually, next episode, I'll drop it right now. Ivan will be here with Craig. We're gonna have a Deeds of Flesh Part 2 next week. What's up? Yeah. Day before the album drops.
Chupacabra.
Exclusive.
Deeds of Fresh.
Deeds of fucking fresh.
Dudes are fresh.
Dudes that are fresh.
They haven't been fresher.
Dudes who fish.
Dudes that felch. That was the Cephalic Carnage one.
Cephalic Carnage. I thought it was Dudes Who Fish was theirs.
That was Dudes. I think they did that too, but Dudes that Felch was the one that hurt Mike Hamilton's feelings.
Those cephalic guys are characters for sure. Yeah.
Like, yeah,
dude. Animosity was super fun, and I got to do some sick ass tours. That was one band being in was super weird because I definitely was the super death metal guy of the band. I mean, everyone else liked death metal, of course, but they also had like weirder, they would dive into hardcore hard, which is one thing I never got into. Or they would listen to like Zappa and then put on Psychroptic and then put on fucking. It's just they're all
Lightning Bolt, like we were talking about Lightning Bolt.
Listen to that yesterday.
Lightning Bolt.
That so then we did tour. We did tours.
I saw them. They're sick. They're
is that a SoCal group? Actually, I don't even know where they're from.
I don't know, man.
I know they used to play shows with the Locusts. So
yeah, I used to go to a bunch of. Sorry to interrupt, Dan. Just real quick. Lightning Bolt. I don't know.
I didn't even apologize. I just kept on going. I was like, "Hey, Casey, what's up, dude?"
I'm sorry. We just totally interrupted Dan.
You guys cut off our guest pretty hard there, dude. It's all good. Finish it up.
But Dan knows
Anyways,
we love him. It just fucking went sideways for a second. But yeah, lightning bolt.
I was gonna say like, okay. San Diego, there's the Che Cafe down there at UCSD, and that's where I saw Cattle Decapitation play with the Locust like a million times, like back in like the late '90s, that was like the very beginning, all that. I mean, of when I saw them, yeah, Lightning Bolt would play shows there, and they do some crazy like one time it was this crazy outdoor show. It was nuts. Everyone's like packed together and stuff, and Dan Eggers was all about it and stuff. But yeah, that whole scene was heavy and down here, San Diego. So sorry,
That's
Dan.
what Naveen was the one who turned you on to that, right? He was the one who was jamming Lightning Bolt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan's like, how the fuck did Lightning Bolt come up?
Well, no, because
Anthony.
that's how my fucking brain works, dude. I'm just like, Dan says something about it, and I'm like, I know this story, so I just like say a reference.
Yeah, totally.
All right, Dan, speak.
All right, we're gonna let Dan just go for a while.
Okay,
Touring Animosity,
now we talk about Lightning Bolt for 20 minutes. Hey,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
it was but we would do tours where we did a tour where it was like Into the Moat, Psyopus. I'm like, okay, this is kind of metal and cool.
That was your first tour, right? With Animosity?
Tour.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I think Animosity was starting to go more death metal route, which made me super stoked. Because then we got an Origin fucking Malevolent Creation tour, which was like, I had fun on that tour.
Carnivorous was on that bill. I mean, on that the Pound show.
Yeah.
You got that gig for us.
Yes.
Oh, that's right.
And then we did like a 6 Feet Under tour, which nobody wants to do a 6 Feet Under tour. And then, so we started doing a bunch of death metal tours. And my whole run with Animosity is like, we put my foot in the door of touring a lot. And I like touring in a van and just dealing with the whole fucking continent, you know? So I'm super thankful that I got to tour like that before I got really serious and touring around the world and shit.
And you recorded the Empires album, right?
I did not record bass on it. I am listed on bass on it, but I didn't.
Shit.
I only knew like 4 songs from it. So Frank just did the whole album.
Ah,
exclusive.
That shit you don't know if you don't get your guests on.
So Frank's a great bass player.
Yep.
I wish I could say it was me, but it wasn't.
Wonder how fast that
fucking crush those songs live though, dude. I've seen you play those songs so many times, and you fucking fit perfect when that album was fucking going, dude.
My favorite part was the remember that?
The little bass fill.
Yeah, it's a bass fill.
I listened to that album this week, and I was like, that's Dan Kenny on bass. Now I know.
I used to go up like live and be like,
if you hear it, just think of me, even though it's not me playing on the recording.
Yeah.
I'll give you some live shit of me, and it sounds the same.
Oh yeah, dude.
I hope so.
So Animosity went to they were about to do Animals, right? And then you guys parted ways.
Which is a more technical album, and things just didn't mesh that well. I probably started partying too much, who knows? But then we had we had the breakup, like me and you had the breakup. It's like, Dan, I think our time is up. It's like we're gonna move on. We're gonna have Evan from Reflux play bass, and I was just like, oh yeah, trying not to cry.
Yeah, well, you have to always now. You just got to look at that as all stepping stones, dude. Because you're in.
They're all just chapters.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And I would never look at any of that as something negative.
No way. That's
something that ended, and then a little bit after that. So, all right. So, out of Animosity, what's happening in Dan Kenny's life before?
Back to delivering pizzas for Round Table Pizza.
Yep.
I really felt like I feel like I came back to Pacifica kind of with a tail between my legs. I was like, I guess I'm done like playing metal like serious like that. It's like I don't know who. I guess I could start Carnivorous again. It was kind of already like disbanded kind of band at that point.
Odious was more of a important thing to me at that time, and Carnivorous wasn't doing anything. Yeah.
Yes, I didn't know what I was gonna do, so I just delivered pizza for a long time. And then Light This City gave me a call. Their bass player quit in the middle of the tour, which was on the Suicide Silence tour, and then I was like, hey, I'll learn 5. Like I never even listened to Like the City. So I learned 5 songs all quick. Tried out. I didn't even try out. I just went there and played a show, and I did pretty good.
So no practice, no jam.
We might have had one practice in the afternoon. Maybe we think we did. But yeah, like a lot of parts I was uncertain with, but I had to bring it on stage with me. Like, well, here I'm gonna hopefully figure it out on that stage.
Yeah.
This is definitely always the best way to go. Figure it out on
kind of just thrown into it though. I mean, technically, dude, I'm watching that show on Netflix, Queen's Gambit, dude, and
oh yeah,
she shreds in through intuition in the moment shit. So it's like that could happen for a musician as well too. You know, you have to be forced into the moment to do it, and you fucking do it.
Superpower, dude. I think fucking drummers got it the easiest though, because all his fails just fucking do blast beat all fast.
Yeah.
Dude, vocalists have it the easiest, dude. All I have to do is fucking make weird noises into a microphone.
Yeah, you definitely, you forget a line, that's cool. You forget a whole song, that's fine. Yeah,
if
like
literally a line, I could just make it sound like the line.
Yeah,
someone could just pull on your shirt in the background. You could just bark every time they pull the shirt.
Basically, ventriloquist style, dude.
Yeah.
I got my gear right here.
How many tours did you do with Light the City though? Was it 1 or 2? Or
I did 2. I did the one where I filled in for them, and that tour I only did 5 dates. That was also Parish and Suicide Silence. That's how I met Suicide Silence and became friends with them, and we kicked it off. Those 5 days we hung out, just got drunk and had fun and whatever. And I didn't see him for a long time. And then I played Light the City on a Caliban Acacia Strain tour.
Let's give Steve Hoffman a shout out real quick. What up, Steve?
Love Steve. So then after I did that tour, I fucking I stopped again. I was like, I don't want to. I left Light the City. I was like, I don't want to be in. This is not my thing. I'm good. So I went back to pizzas, and then then the guys that I partied with back in the day, back when Suicide called me and they wanted to try me out.
So was that
one little Like the City tour, me getting drunk with them and getting close, that developed a relationship enough for them to try me out.
I remember me and you went to a Ozfest or Mayhem Fest with we were hanging out with Suicide Silence at the time, and they had their bass player still.
Yeah.
And I remember they were like, but they were all kind of like Mark and someone else was all like following us. We were just hanging out the whole time. We were having a good time watching like Mastodon and like certain bands like that down over at because Mark would just get you down at the front or whatever, you know. And I felt like you kind of like got told maybe foreseeing something at that show.
Yeah, I heard that day actually. Mark was like,
yeah,
like keep your phone on, buddy, or some shit.
Which fest was that?
Mayhem.
It was Mayhem at Shoreline.
Yeah, and I knew I was gonna try out. They're like, you're really trying out, man. We're gonna fly you down. I'm like, fly me. Okay. I'm like, but I only have a 4-string.
Was I was there too, wasn't I?
Probably.
I was at Shoreline. It was Mayhem. It was the same night. Did Slipknot play too?
I think so. Maybe not.
I forget.
Yeah, they did. 2008.
I remember me and Joel had a high school nostalgic moment when Slipknot was playing.
Yeah.
We were both getting down pretty hard.
That was July. That was July in 2008. And then I joined the band in December of 2008.
I remember getting the secret text from I was in the van touring with Decrepit and getting the text from like, you can't tell anyone. I'm gonna play with Suicide Silence. I'm gonna play a show. You can't tell anyone. Like I was like stoked for you. I'm like, fucking Euro, what should I do? I was like, fucking do it, man. Like what the fuck? Like you were I mean, you knew you wanted to do it, but you were kind of
tour with Slipknot right now, dude.
yeah. I was like, dude, you gotta fucking do it. Cause especially, you know, I didn't want, you know, the pizzas were good, but you know, I figured that you might want to play in front of like thousands of people or something, you know?
Yeah. When I first heard Suicide, it was kind of like that's the shit I wanted to be playing anyways too. You know?
Yeah.
Fast and crazy, and also super heavy breakdowns. That's like my forte. Like I'm down.
And you're not like tripping the whole time on like super technical stuff. Like you're not like sitting, you're not having a bummer time. You're having a good time.
Yeah, I can put my strap as low as I want.
Yeah. You could definitely Nirvana strap it.
Yeah. I don't like seeing those players that play all up here because they're all so stressed out.
Yeah. That's me with guitar right now. Just like like lick the strings.
Yeah, I mean, I just set up a little studio, and then I haven't played since the pandemic started. Really, I like lost my drive.
Well, you guys did you did that
We did a
that virtual tour. I mean, jumping ahead a little bit, but yeah, I mean that was, and I've brought it up multiple times on the podcast. That's like you guys were in Forbes magazine and shit. Like that's like innovative shit for the pandemic. People, bands are fucked right now. It's like, and you guys came up with a cool idea to sell tickets for cities while being in a studio. You know what I mean?
We definitely opened it up to other bands to see, like, we know what not to do and what to do. And we also told other bands what they should do and what they shouldn't do. We did 39 shows in 30 days. That is dumb. Hey, how about just do a week at the most, buddy?
Yeah.
So
how was that successful for you guys?
I mean, yeah, it was mildly in the middle. It was like people loved it, and it gave people something to watch. That's the most important part.
Yeah. I watched you guys while driving to work one afternoon. You sent me a virtual backstage pass.
Yeah, dude.
What's up? That's what I always say. Like, did they have virtual bouncers that you had to show your virtual pass to?
Virtual titties.
We'll let you into the next link. Virtual titties.
Yeah, you come backstage to our green room. Just click this button.
So are they gonna bring back that Dan Canny ESP bass or what?
Got one right here.
Let's see it, dude.
Let's see it. Check it out. Grab it.
My shoulder's fucked up.
Is it the green one? Yeah, it's the green one. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. That's awesome, man. How many of those do you have?
Model.
I only have like 2 or 3 of them. I have 3 of them.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys stick to the same tuning?
Yeah. It's always drop A unless we have a weird song on a record where we do like F sharp or something. I don't know.
Just won't do it live kind of thing.
Yeah. It's kind of like if I could use the same guitar all show long, that's best case scenario.
Fuck yeah. All right. Let's get back on the timeline though. So now you got the Suicide Silence gig at the time that we just left off, right? So you're in. Now how does life go from delivering round table pizzas?
Yeah, it's fucking literally once Suicide was already touring super hard before I joined, like talking like 250, 300 days a year, So once I did the tour with them in Australia for the first tour, my biggest show was 500 people with Animosity, and then I went 5,000 people for a show with Suicide.
Damn.
So I was like, okay, and we played right after A Day to Remember, which is a band I've never heard of before, but then everyone in the crowd knew all their lyrics, so I was like,
yeah,
this is pretty rad.
Who's this?
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh damn, Parkway Drive. Yeah, those are huge names. Yeah,
he used to hang that poster at his mom's house when he still lived with his mom. That's how fucking young he was.
Sweatfest.
The reason why Parkway Drive called their tour Sweatfest, because over there they call fans that are too much, they call them sweaters. They sweat you. They're like on you like a sweater.
Oh, yeah.
What's your favorite color? Blah, 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 blah. So they're like, we're gonna meet a lot of fucking dorks on this tour. It's called Sweatfest. I'm like, oh, it's kind of an Australian cocky thing to do, but all right.
So that was your first tour, was flying to Australia.
Tour was flying to Australia, and then next thing you know, I get back, have like 2 weeks off. Now I'm on tour with fucking Carcass and Psychroptic.
We played with you guys a few shows on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
You weren't officially in the band.
I don't know if that was a tour right after, but I'm just saying, like.
Oh yeah.
These tours start coming up, dude. You're going to South America with Black Dahlia and Cannibal Corpse. You're doing this. You're doing that. It's like,
when did you? Because you weren't officially in the band though. I remember you were still like on a tryout basis for a while. And
I remember after the Australian tour, Garza went up to Mitch and was like, "This guy's cool. He's fun. He's a good bass player, but I think he drinks too much."
Oh, okay.
And then Mitch was like, "No, man, he's fucking fun, man." Whatever.
Hell
I mean, I definitely like to drink. You guys know that.
Yes, we know that. We like to drink with you, brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm gonna go get. I'm waiting for a out to go get another beer, but you keep talking too much, dude.
That's the out though, man.
Yeah.
That's literally when you go.
Yeah.
At the same time, he's my best friend, so I want to hear him talk, dude. And that's the real deal. Nah.
Damn, you look fucking fly in those. What kind of glasses are those? Are those Ray-Bans or are you going?
They're just
aviators?
They're knockoffs from Amazon. You get 3 pairs for $15.
Once you find, I haven't found the sun.
How'd you get those from Amazon, dude? You got an Amazon account?
Yeah,
What's your password?
Don't tell him my fucking password, dude.
I don't know your password.
Oh, you're using his Prime? You're priming it?
Yeah, I use his Prime.
Yeah, $100 is super expensive. I get it.
They'll be like, "Oh, dude, you're buying Nicorette gum again, dude?" I'm like, "Yeah,
He's
dude."
all calling you on your orders.
I'd be like, "What the fuck do you need a Nerf gun for?" And he's like, "Oh, I have kids." I'm like, "Oh yeah, that's right."
He's like, "Oh, my 19 kids. Yeah, I forgot."
I have to get 95 guns for them to fight each other.
Dude, I got a fucking Nerf rack for Trevor because he's got so many fucking Nerf guns that I need to get a rack so I can organize them so I don't fucking trip over them every day, dude.
I saw a funny meme today that showed a Nerf ball, and then it said, "When we were kids, why did all these motherfuckers have one bite taken out of them?" I thought about it. Yeah, they all did. Who was that kid? Who was that kid? Just like.
Yeah, got to test it. Make sure.
I bet it was Joel.
Yep, it's not food.
Dude, they're biteable, man. They're biteable balls.
Yeah, I bet it was Joel.
Dude, I don't know.
Well, I like collected all of them too, all the bites.
Dude, I've seen pictures of you as a child, Joel. You definitely bit Nerf fucking balls, dude.
Dude, I bit fucking Nerf darts, homie. I didn't buy Nerf.
Fucking like carrot sticks, dude.
That's why I'm so healthy today, dude.
Whoa, fuck, we're so in the weeds right now, dude.
I know. I had a feeling it's all good though.
I know.
We're all brothers.
I knew this was gonna happen, dude.
What's happening?
Oh, we're just fucking going off into Nerfland.
That's what's happening, dude.
Oh wow, dude, that was right around.
That's back when you had all your teeth.
Young, bro. You got a beard now, dude. Look at that. You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even do that in that.
No, I couldn't, dude. You know what? During the pandemic, I got bored and I shaved my face, and I realized I have a fatter face than I thought I did.
Oh yeah, I remember that. That text.
I had to like. Oh wow. I can't believe.
With every new one.
I can't believe people actually slept with that. Like 2 girls.
At that time. You're like, at that time I remember sleeping with people and I'm surprised that they did.
Yeah, like what a bummer, huh?
Nah, dude.
Of course most chicks didn't like me back, man. I was fucking the ultimate warrior.
You were the ultimate warrior, dude.
Yeah, dude,
you weren't looking for chicks back then. You were looking for chick, and her name was Alicia.
Yeah.
Oh, now we're back on her. If Alicia watches this, dude.
She's one of my best friends, so I just want to say her name.
No, Alicia's also from back at the times that we're talking about. Like we're showing you pictures.
Oh, this is where the crush began. This is where the actual like she's into me, dude. She's into me.
Dude, she's into me.
Yeah, that's some good stuff there.
What was that?
Like,
2005, something like that. 2006.
Was that an Eddie Murphy on the wall there?
Probably. Oh yeah, we had like records, like random ass records all over the place.
You'd walk down the hall and the what was it? We're Only in It for the Money. Frank Zappa and the Mothers was on the wall. Fucking
yeah. If a lot of fucking just like death metal fans back then could have just come to that house and drank and hung out with us and listened to metal, they would have had so much fun.
Yeah, dude. It really was a fucking fun time, dude. And random people would come through there. I mean, we talked about it on previous episodes too, but you'd be there and all of a sudden like fucking the Shamisen guitar player of the Stratosphere would come in and pick up a guitar.
You look over and Dusty and Bill are smoking weed.
Yeah, and we're all just chilling like Cannibal Holocaust is on the TV. Everybody's taking bong loads and drinking beers and shredding guitars.
That was good. Joseph, you would have fun at those parties.
Oh yeah, dude. Or you might get thrown into a ceiling fan and land on a bong.
Yeah.
So Joseph kind of Saw that stuff going on at the Furniture Dome, which was the evolution of the.
That's the Furniture Dome. So Dan,
you went to that Furniture Dome? Furniture Dome? Furniture Dome?
Yeah, so I took lessons from Casey on drums for a while when I was in high school, like 2006, 2007.
Oh, wow.
Mostly 2007,
dude.
I think. And you guys were in the dome, the Furniture Dome, which coincidentally is like right down the street from my dad's business. He like had General Feed and Seed Company on Commercial Way. So like right over there.
Totally drove by that shit for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that whole Circuit City parking lot, like a little further down that is General Feed Seed. And so I know the area is like, that's home. And yeah, so I was like, MySpace, Decrepit Birth, MySpace, Casey Howard giving lessons, and it was like blew my mind. Like, oh my god, like I could study with the legend himself, and then got to go. And then yeah, I remember like I think it was just once. It was like it was like I was a high school student, so like they kept shit mellow. But I remember one time like coming over and just like a fucking several ounces of weed just laid out on like the living room table there. I think it might have been Joel who was like chilling with the weed, and they were just like, "What's up?" Okay, yeah. But I was like, I like didn't admit that I smoked, but I was like, smoking weed at the time. But as a teenager, it was like trying to go to college and shit, so I like didn't, like commit to it. Like, hey, can I hang out or anything? It was just kind of like, I'm here for my lesson, whatever. Yeah. But it was fun. I mean, I like could tell, okay, like this is how it's done. Like this is how the dudes who make the music I listen to like live. And I like was fucking tempted for it for sure. I was like, I want to have a house and fucking, and then I kind of did like a couple years later, I started playing with the band Canos, which has Riley McShane on vocals at the time. Yeah, and so they had a house, the Canos house, and that was like kind of a similar situation, like a sketchy like crack house shed in the backyard and shit, where who knows what, and I was like getting to hang out there.
Place? What the?
Dude, no, okay. The first Thunderdome was kind of dirty.
It was dirty. Well, I mean, it was dirty. I mean,
the Furniture Dome. Keep saying that. Furniture Dome. That was like a cleaner version. That was a cleaner version of the Thunderdome.
All right.
There was rat shit at both.
Let me set the record straight here.
Okay. Casey, set the record straight.
Yeah. So, at the Furniture, the Thunderdome, I was like younger and I wasn't partying and all that. And so you guys were insane. And I was just like, all right, I'm just hanging out. And I remember Bill tackling David, like duct taping his legs because he was like throwing bottles against the walls, and like Bill like hog tying Dave. I mean, crazy stuff. I remember, but it wasn't like that is that bad at the Furniture Dome, which is the next place we got. We would jam there a bunch and stuff. But that whole thing that you're discussing, Joseph, like, I was just in my room, like working on music, and there was just Bill and people there was stuff going on. I didn't even know what was happening in the living room. And you live with 4 or 5 people. It's kind of like crazy, and it was just kind of funny because I was just in there, like, nerding out on like guitar stuff and drums and trying to like, come in for a lesson, and it's funny because, I remember Dan partying the one time, and then you fell. There was like, I don't know how, from the ceiling or whatever it was.
Dusty.
You fell onto the table and broke Josh's.
No, Dusty threw him into a ceiling fan.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to earlier. Was Dusty had picked up Dan. Dan was like, I think it was Dan's idea. Dan was like, throw me into the ceiling fan. And
we started with putting our hand into the ceiling fan. We're putting our hand into it, like trying to like a test of will. Like put your
blast.
You want to go back nails first because it hits your back nails. It's like way more painful. And then Dan's all, put my head through it, dude. Put my head. I don't give a shit. And like fucking right as you said it, I think it was like really quickly. Fucking Dusty just threw you. You went like horizontal in air and then took out a bomb.
And I probably weighed like 140 pounds then too.
Yeah, 140 pounds on a fucking 2 foot bong.
So you broke this bong that was
the first bong, yeah.
And it was
that's the first one.
Was there another one he broke?
Oh yeah, dude. And it was Josh's. It was Josh's replacement.
This story was that Josh was like really upset about it and wanted him to replace it. You know?
Yeah, and we couldn't get it together because Dan never. We're talking about delivering.
Oh man!
But I kept yelling it was Dusty's fault.
It was
exactly. So we didn't know who to ask for. Like I was like, Josh.
Okay,
I think
so
it was
that's
Dusty.
fine.
You were like, why is this vase on the table? Like, what's this fucking vase? Like, you know, like in a bit of a party, there's just like this vase.
And then a year later, he has his replacement, and you're like, dude, let's smoke weed. And then you fucking,
oh my god,
you pull
a handoff.
He pulls his stem halfway out and just like pushes his hand forward, and it breaks in half. And you're just like, dude, you're breaking fucking Josh's shit again, dude.
From what I heard, I wasn't.
Oh, I don't remember that. That's funny.
And then I don't smoke weed at all. So that, not anymore.
Right. It's just a funny story. Yeah, but yeah.
I remember. No, I thought it was a handoff. Like you literally were like handing it to someone else and it just like split in half.
I'm just gonna say Dusty broke both of them.
Yeah.
Blame it on him, dude.
You're gonna go to your grave saying that Dusty broke the.
Yeah, man. Those times were fun, dude.
No, I know, dude. They're some of the best times, dude. Like driving back from Santa Cruz hungover and just not giving a fuck. Like, yeah, we gotta hit Highway 1 back home, but we'll be there in an hour and 10 minutes. And
yeah, you always drove anyways.
I did always drive, dude. I was always just like,
he's always been a dad.
If I'm gonna puke, I'll puke when I get home, dude. That's what it would be like, you know. Or Dusty. There was times where sorry, Dusty. Midday, we'd be driving home and he'd be like, dude, I gotta piss so fucking bad. And he would just jump out the car, piss in a fucking bush. Cars are driving up and down fucking Highway 1. He's just like, it's chill, dude.
Yeah. When you
probably rip a fart while he did it and then fucking get back in the car.
Yeah.
So I'd love to have Dusty back. I'd love to have Dusty on the show, you know, in the future. I'd love to fucking talk to him.
I'd love to hear that.
I would love to hear it, dude. I mean, I haven't talked to him in years, and I'd love to catch up with him. That's another dude that he was right there with us during all these stories that we're talking about, you know?
Yes,
yeah, I randomly saw him at a Cannibal Corpse show, and he just like ran up and tackled me. And
that's awesome.
It was at Slim's, probably 2011 or 12. And yeah, it was just like, you know, nothing had ever happened. Just like, you know, he was just normal Dusty, you know.
It's brotherhood, dude. This brotherhood. That's like the connection we all made at that time. Like we didn't even realize it, but the closeness that we all had at that time and how much time we spent with each other was just like, we're solidifying these relationships for years, dude. I mean, Joel really is gonna have to fucking get on my nerves before I can't call him anymore, dude.
yeah.
You know,
which I can.
He can, dude. He did yesterday. I don't even know what it was.
You don't talk shit about grindcore, man.
No.
Fuck. So right, Suicide Silence, man. Let's just jump back on. Let's jump back on the train, dog. Let's get on the train, homie. So I mean, so you did how many tours have you done with Suicide Silence? Do you have a number? Is it like 77?
I wish I kept track, but I'd probably have to say somewhere closer to like 30 or 40.
Yeah. What's so you've been to have you been to every continent?
Not to Africa or Antarctica. I think the other 5, yeah.
Has any death metal band ever played Antarctica?
Yeah, or not death metal, but the only band ever was Metallica.
Oh, that's right.
It's the only band ever. That's the only band ever to play all 7 continents.
That's such a fucking power move, dude.
We did not play Trapped Under Ice, which was a mistake.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's such a gangster move. Just like, dude, we got the money, dude. Yeah, I remember they had like the big event. It was like probably like 15 years ago, something like that.
There's only like 112 people there or something. Like,
yeah, and they like half of them passed away. Yeah,
that's all they could pull, dude.
There's like 200 people there.
All the penguins as like audience members.
It's probably the promoter's fault, dude.
Yeah.
Not enough flyers, you know, just on icebergs.
Yeah, I've done fucking 5 continents, I think. I'd love to do Africa and knock that off. And Antarctica, I'm okay to leave that off the list.
Where would you go to, like St. Petersburg or something, Africa? Or where would you play in Africa?
St. Petersburg is in Russia.
Or you played Russia, right?
You mean St. Johannesburg?
St. Johannesburg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably where he played. That's where like Aborted plays and all those. They have festivals. I think Cattle played there. They have like a festival in South Africa that's pretty fucking cool.
Have you played any place like in the Middle East or anything?
No.
No. I know that's probably not kosher. I know that there was metal bands. Remember that Akrasakauda, that one band from Iraq. They
where are they now?
Probably in jail or something. But
well, it's like they go through so much.
It's already weird enough to play Mexico as a white guy. You know?
Yeah. But you guys are fucking probably celebrities in Mexico, right?
We do really well.
Yeah.
With the satanic Hispanics.
Didn't you say there was like a bunch of bootleg merch tables set up outside of your Mexico show?
Mexico is one of the places that there's a couple. Mexico has like a lot of sick bootleg stuff. They have like, you want this cephalotripsy fucking drinking mug? It's like, why do you have that? Like, that's so sick, but that's so crazy.
Didn't you buy your own shit?
Some vomit remnants high socks? Okay. How about wormed earmuffs? It's like,
I would fucking rep those so hard. Dude.
Oh man,
fucking rep them too, dude.
I know, it's getting a little colder too.
Like right now.
Yeah, dude.
Out for a walk.
Wormed earmuffs. Yeah, they have weird shit over there. They have so many cool stuff. And then when your own band plays there, you go outside with like a hoodie on, trying to get your own shit. But they're like, no. You point that's me. Try to have no one else notice you. They're like, okay, if you give us real guitar picks, we'll give you 1 shot glass. It's like, all right, deal.
Here's 7.
Yeah, here's 7 picks. 1 shot glass. Yeah, Mexico's sick. A lot of metal bands. Mexico is sick for metal.
Yeah. I heard stories about like them meeting bands and like underground bands like at the airport and shit, like fucking with like signs. Like
yeah, we've had that quite a bit, not just Mexico, other places, and that will never get old. It's so fucking cool that they do that.
Yeah.
But the worst part is when I get off a long, 10, 12-hour flight or something, and I've been drinking the whole flight, and I'm on Xanax and I'm exhausted. And they come out to try to be all myself and all nice, but realistically, I'm just like, oh. And like that's why every picture you see of me online with someone, I'm like, I just flew fucking 12 hours,
You got your thumb out, fucking the old man thumb move, dude.
The old Paul Ryan.
Naives can't leave. Name the movie. Naives can't leave.
Jesus, fucking, is this like Jeopardy or some shit?
Anchorman.
Do it.
Anchorman.
It's not Anchorman. That was before the fucking podcast, guys. Why would I go with the same movie?
It's always Anchorman.
I called Anthony the Alex Trebek of metal yesterday because he's trying to school us on shit.
Anybody listening to this right now, I'm going to say it, and I've said it before this podcast. Listen to the first Brutal Truth record and tell me that grindcore isn't fucking dope, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Naives can't leave. It's fucking
you know what?
Bronx Tale, motherfuckers.
Being best friends with you, there's one thing I gotta say, man. We used to have, when we had the iPods and we have really organized lists of our music and stuff, I was always like, death metal, black metal, grindcore, like one up by it saying brutal death metal even. Anthony's over here going technical, symphonic, fucking Black Eagle death metal. Like it has its own category. Every band has its own category.
Avant-garde black metal.
There's like one band in every genre.
Yeah, I'm like, you gonna put Dying Fetus and Misery Index together? No. Like,
dude, my fucking iPod was super organized, dude. I had
yours was so organized I couldn't find anything.
Fuck, dude. Shuffle game. I'll fucking kill you.
The shuffle game's fun.
The shuffle game is literally putting the iPod on shuffle and then the first person to guess the band as soon as it comes on. And you just tally that bitch up. And we would fucking play that game for hours, dude.
What the fuck's an iPod?
Right?
It's like a machine that does Spotify before Spotify.
It's a limited Spotify machine.
Mine still works, but I have to keep it on a fucking power source. It won't.
Yeah, that thing's done, dude.
Nah, dude. I still
have one in my car that still has the wheel.
Yeah.
Do you still fucking tune into the fucking what was it, 89.5 or some shit?
Oh no, we don't. I have an aux cord now, buddy.
Remember when you got
still drive a 2004, bro.
The first time you get that tape player adapter to plug into your iPod, fuck, dude, you could just play like your iPod through your car stereo, like any song you want to hear. You don't need to find the CD. You could just go boom, that tape player adapter was probably the sickest invention from the last 20 years.
I literally say I felt like a fucking savage when I had that, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I got control of the fucking universe right now.
I'd pay like $50 for one of those fucking things back in the day.
Oh my God.
Oh, there's Bryce too. Damn.
Yep. What's up, baby?
Holy shit.
That's the second.
That was the next Halloween party, right?
That's the second Halloween party.
Dude, I don't think I was there.
Oh, dude. So Bryce went as a football player, and I went for her as her cheerleader.
Oh, that's pretty funny. That's good. I like that. Is that you behind it, Casey? Are you Garth?
No, that wasn't me. I think I was a priest this year.
Okay.
No, but did we play? I think we played. I can't remember.
I don't even know. Probably some sort of music.
I think we got shut down. Actually, I think we were gonna play.
I think we did get kicked out. We got kicked out.
Yeah, we couldn't play.
I remember driving home earlier than I wanted to for sure that night.
The cops.
Can we mention Anthony's nipple piercings real quick?
Oh yeah, dude, they're out now, dude.
I mean, you're married, dude. Like, why would you have nipple piercings?
When they get hard, I got 3 tips on each, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Because the scars on each side, dude. I got 6 nip tips, bro.
You had your tongue pierced. You were fucking just metaled out. You were metal to the bone, metal in your nips.
It in the tongue. Oh, the tongue fucked up my dude. I had like $1,000 dental fucking bill because of that fucking tongue ring, dude. Fuck piercings, dude.
Juggalo.
Fuck, dude.
It's okay.
Yes, I fucking listened to ICP when I was like 13,
this is the real content right here.
Oh, the truth comes out, dude.
Yeah, dude. I was.
But dude, after that,
I wouldn't call myself a juggalo, but I did fucking listen to ICP when I was a freshman.
Well, those nip piercings, I'd probably call you a juggalette.
I was trying to become a lesbian juggalo, dude.
On the topic, the ICP guys asked Suicide Silence asked us to play Gathering of the Juggalos.
Oh yeah, dude, right. I fucking listened. You're like, oh, dude, he was a juggalo, dude. You fucking played one of their festivals.
Dude. Yeah, and it was so much fucking fun.
With Cannibal? Was that the one you did with Cannibal?
No, Cannibal did it the year before us. We went with them, and I watched them, and I saw how fun they had, and I was like, damn, we should do it if they ever asked us. We met them. They fucking asked us to do it. We did it, and we were so. That was probably one of the most nervous shows I've ever been in my life.
Just walking through a bottle.
I want to know why.
I just thought that they were gonna fucking hate us, you know, like because like they're all like rap and stuff. But I guess they just liked aggressive shit because they were super into it. After the first song, they just started chanting "Family, family."
Whoa, you guys are in the Juggalo family now, dude. You guys need to start figure out your own face paint.
I look at the rest of my guys, and then I say, guys, we fucking made it. You know?
You ever have juggalos show up to your a couple times touring? I had like just the juggalos show up to a show, like they're just straight up just face paint. They're just like, what's up?
Oh, she's back. Hey, what's up? Oh.
Make another noise.
I get
Come on.
Oh. Nice. It's like somewhat
the
Norwegian black. Oh shit.
Being attacked.
Come over here.
That's cool that you're dating a pterodactyl, dude. That's super sick. But
fucking it's not even registering. She's screaming so loud, dude.
Yeah, it's cutting out. Turn on original
we can hear
sounds.
each other perfectly right now.
How much plaque do I have?
It's a homemade Jurassic Park 3, dude.
Man, all I have to say is fuck y'all.
I love you.
I love you too. I love you too.
Cheers.
Cheers. Pieces of shit.
What's up? Yeah. Cheers. Oh my goodness.
Dan's all sober. He's like, shit.
He's doing a really good job.
What are your thoughts on California death metal?
Hey, you know what?
He's usually a bad start.
Let's hear it.
What? I wish I was queer so I could get chicks.
Nice. That's how it is.
All right.
Cali Death.
And me too.
It's a good
Bit,
that's Cali.
opinion,
That's
I think,
Cali
yeah.
Deathcore podcast for you.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, happy Thursday, guys.
Yeah. Happy Thursday too.
Sweet.
Hey, it's all good. It's all love, dude. It's all love. We're all, dude.
Indeed.
We're all getting fucked up Thursday night.
Hey Dan. Hey, I have a question or just a funny story that I remember, and I brought it up like on, I don't know, like another episode, doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
I remember that time, like I was hanging out with you guys and we played with Suffocation and Carcass and shit. It was like in like Texas, like Fort Worth or something. And we like met you guys, and you and Derek like out back were like totally like just having fun and like art, but like kind of he was like, dude, we're gonna fucking show you guys up
because you
guys were put after them on the well, were they headlining over Carcass?
No, Carcass was. Oh, sorry, that's right.
Right, but it was but you were over Suffocation in the bill. And so Derek was like, all right, dude, well, we're gonna fucking
this is great. This is great because
like,
I remember this conversation.
Do you remember that too?
No, I just remember this conversation in the last episode, and I love that Dan's here because I want to ask him now because I know there was something that I didn't mention in the time because he wasn't here. But all right, see you later, Dan.
He can hear you.
I'm just fucking around.
No,
I'm fucking around. So.
But I wanted to just bring up that story.
Yeah. So, but
because that was like we were back outside. I remember it was so funny. Like
it's hilarious. And there's another band that happened to as well, which was Morbid Angel. We were at Slim's and
Crazy.
Morbid Suffo co-headlining. I forget who else was on the bill. Dan and I had went and Suffo played right before Morbid, and I just have to say, like, once Morbid came on, like, I was satisfied with the night. Like, my palate was or I was like, once Suffo was done, dude, I felt like the show was over. And then Morbid came on, and I kind of felt like Suffo should have been the last act that night.
That's kind of how I felt with Suicide Silence. Like, once they played, like, so I didn't need to hear Suffo anymore. I'm just kidding.
Let's go back to the story that I brought up there. So
is
Dan,
that what I'm sounding like?
Anthony, let's let Dan finish. Yeah, sorry.
So
you remember that show? Remember you were freaking out over that show. You were like, "What the fuck? I have to go."
Me and Derek have a friendly little. You bet you. I was like, mad? Are you mad? We're going on after you. He's like, no, fuck no.
Yeah. It was so funny. You guys out back. It was great, dude.
And I was like, well, now you're just making me more nervous, Derek. Thank you. But,
yeah, you were kind of freaking out. I remember that. I remember that show.
In my head, I was like, I'm not even gonna watch Suffo before I play because I don't even want to see him kill it. Suffo's one of my favorite bands. You know, Suffo's
for sure.
Right here.
Yeah,
oh,
of course.
That's matching.
Yeah,
Casey shirt.
I got that.
Oh yeah. So then I said I wasn't gonna watch them. I definitely walked in and watched like most of their set because there's them. And then I didn't even, dude. I think we went on and we fucking slayed it because I think there was just so many damn Suicide Silence fans there, and like they're rowdies. There was just a rowdy ass. Whitechapel played, Carcass played, Decrepit played.
It was a gnarly show. Yeah,
that was a violent ass festival.
Carcass.
Well, that's a Crossroads.
Backstage.
That's a Crossroads as a musician. I was just going to say real quick, fuck, dude. Crossroads for you, Dan, because you were saying like Suffo is one of your favorite bands, and then you see what they're going to do. They're playing, and then you know that you're going to follow that. Yeah. Like that's a crossroads for you. You're either going to fucking fail or you're going to overcome that, you know? And you're saying that you felt like you slayed.
Even if we failed, it still would have been sick.
No, I know, but when you say you feel like you slayed, that means that it's like that was a triumphant experience for you, you know?
I feel like I think Suffo killed it, and then we played great, and then fucking Carcass killed it. It was just sick.
I could tell. I think what I remember about that was Suffo was probably being nice about it, but they were kind of butthurt that they were before like a newer band. Yeah. And they went out there and just fucking. I thought it was like Frank was just like an angry human being that night. I think because of that. And
I also feel like they could definitely, their set probably went down 2 songs, which they're probably like,
oh yeah,
which they're probably like fine with, because then they could just go straight to partying right after. Like the crowd wasn't gonna get any bigger.
Yeah, that was a sick a sick show. It was like sold out. What was that venue called?
Show.
What's that venue?
If they wanted to switch with us, we would have done it.
Yeah, they were just kind of just like, I mean, I remember them, they wouldn't admit it, but I could tell there was like, all right, these new guys are going ahead of us.
Yeah, and that was Carcass's move.
Yeah.
Is that the same tour that Suffo was doing or touring in or you were touring in Snoop Dogg's tour bus? Was it Suffo or you?
I think it was us. He had the bus before we did or something.
Yeah, or maybe it wasn't his.
When it came to pick us up, it had a bunch of snacks and shit, and it was pretty.
I was like, dude, wait, you got washer and dryer on the side of the bus? Like,
no, that was Suffo.
Oh yeah,
Suffo had washer and dryer, so maybe they
could literally do your fucking laundry on the side of the road.
Suffo had Snoop Dogg's bus, or either Suffo. I remember Necrophagist did once too. But yeah, they were just like, yeah, there's like mirrors on the top and like all these like fucking, it just is all like fucking plush and shit.
Tour buses are so expensive that the people who own them just try to rent them out as much as possible.
How much does a tour bus cost a day for Suicide Silence?
It varies. I'd say the average is probably fucking $1,300 probably.
Yeah.
That's probably solid average.
There was one time where you guys were touring, you guys had two, or was it, you guys had one semi-truck behind you? Or 2?
Yeah. One semi-truck to take all our cabs and gear, and we had no trailer on the bus. For the other headliner, we spent a lot of money.
Yeah. That was just the wall of cabs, right?
Yeah, I don't think that tour was necessarily. It was definitely not a really big moneymaker. It was just like trying to propel our name more, you know?
No, you guys did really well. I remember we met up with you at the Palladium, and it was, I think it was that same, might have been a different Suffo tour, but I remember that you guys had the wall of cabs and you guys had tables behind the cabs with like shots and like bottles of shit. And it was like me and Frank and Terrence, and we're sitting there watching you guys take shots. We're like, I want to take shots. Like, fuck you guys. Like you're going in between songs and you guys are cheersing, going, yeah, woo, like cheersing and stuff, like in between songs while Mitch was talking. And I was like, damn, man, that's the fucking setup right there. Like,
yeah, dude, I feel like when I get like hammered drunk like that, I feel like Suicide Silence is the only music I could play drunk.
Yeah. It's just a muscle memory too for the fucking how many tours you've done.
I was gonna ask Joseph real quick. What's your opinion on playing with alcohol in your system?
I haven't done it live ever. I've like been sober every time I perform. But you know, I like to have a beer about like halfway through a practice for sure.
Yeah.
I like to do like the set once sober and then just loosen up. And yeah, I can do it. You know, it's fun. I was just jamming with like my brother over the Thanksgiving break.
Your brother play guitar?
Yeah, and I had my kit like set up in my dad's basement where we used to practice like way back in the day. And we just got drunk and played fucking Black Sabbath and Jimi Hendrix and Grateful Dead, Neil Young. It was just so fun, dude. So like, I don't know about metal, like, you know, I haven't really ever tried to do it, but any other kind of music, you start a little sober and then you just let it get loose as you're warming up into the style. So
a lot of drummers would say like you never just don't drink and drum. You know,
yeah, I've just never played that live. So
what about cannabis though? Do you smoke before you play?
Practicing all the time, yeah.
But
again, I've never
still go sober.
I've like smoked like in the day and then like played a show at night, but like never like right before a show. So yeah, I try to be sober. Yeah.
Man, I tell you, man, I get bomb drunk and I can't even play a fucking Nirvana song. But then again, there's Suicide Silence sets where I was shit-faced, blacked out, wasted before it started and did the whole thing. Don't remember a fucking second. And people say it was the best show ever.
Yeah, it's the adrenaline and all your muscle memory and stuff like.
It was at Grass Pop. It was like 11 in the morning.
And you're playing that material a lot more than Nirvana. So it's like you can fall into it a lot quicker.
Of course.
You know?
There's just like there's an energy on the stage with you guys too that's just like this aggressive. Everyone's kind of a part of it. You just kind of like, doesn't matter how fucking drunk you are, just kind of like you guys all sink in. The intro hits or whatever, and you're in your mode, right?
Yeah, it's kind of like this fucking like it's like being like in a big wrestling match in the ring. Like everybody has to wrestle, work with each other. You know, if one person's like lame about it, it's gonna be a shitty match.
Yeah.
Like if everyone's fucking enjoying themselves on stage and like all pumped and energetic, it's gonna be a great show. We feed off.
It doesn't matter how many beers you're gonna feel. They're gonna feel the crowd on you. You're gonna feel.
Dan was a performer before he was even Carnivorous, dude. I've seen videos of him. He's got an intro. He had a wrestling name. He had an intro song that he came out to. Signature move. You guys used to do it in your backyard, dude.
Oh, that's wrestling, dude. I'm wearing a wrestler's shirt right now, dude. It's like
I remember I used to fuck around, get all drunk at your mom's house back in the day and play with your Ultimate Warrior stuffed animal. Your stuffed animal. Remember you had the Ultimate Warrior stuffed doll thing.
It's called a wrestling buddy.
Oh yeah, one of those.
It's in my room right now next to my bed, actually.
I remember, it was back then. It was still like a part of your setup. It was there.
It's got stains on it and shit now, dude.
It's like all like bleached out and white and just like this fucking
Pillamani juice fucking in his eye.
Yeah, wrestling is my life, dude. It was my life.
Do you have any new favorite wrestlers?
I don't really watch it anymore. I just watch the old shit still.
What was your favorite signature? What was your favorite finishing move? What was Ultimate Fighter's finishing move? What was his finishing move?
Who's Ultimate Fighter?
What did I just say?
Ultimate Warrior.
Fighter?
See, dude, what did I talk about, Joel? I was saying I fuck up everything, dude. Ultimate Warrior. What was his fucking?
It was the body press.
Okay.
Body press. So what would you do?
Then he finished you with the splash.
It was no diamond cutter though. It's kind of boring.
No diamond cutter.
The diamond cutter. Come on, remember the WCW days with like the diamond cutter?
Wait, is that the one where and then he would sweep it across his fucking,
and then just
Elvis?
Like it was.
Yeah, you got it, Anthony. You got it, dude.
It's like the DDT kind of thing.
Triple H, is that? No, it's not the same guy. Fuck.
That's his soul, dude.
So what are you? What
stick to grindcore, Trebek?
Do you guys? I'm sure you guys have management and all that stuff with Suicide Silence and all that fun stuff. Do you guys have anything legit planned for 2021?
Yeah, we've got Knotfest Japan. That's gonna be rescheduled. Gonna do that. And then we're just trying to reschedule all the shit that we had right now.
Yeah.
And then we have like festivals in the summer in Europe, but who knows if even by next summer shit will be able to happen.
I mean, they're supposedly saying hopefully by like June, like maybe something.
There's so many European festivals that are already booked, like Hellfest and shit like that. Like they're ready to go. Like we can go. We're gonna do it.
Yeah. No, I just saw what's it called? A band's just basically their tour was in March of 2021, and they just pushed it back to 2022.
Oof. Yeah, dude.
It's starting to get ridiculous where I just hate. I'm not a patient guy, anyways. But the whole uncertainty part of it, where it's like I'm okay to wait, just tell me when, but I don't have a when, you know.
Yeah.
So you said Knotfest Japan.
We scheduled like 3 times already. So
do you ever hang out with Keisuke when you go over there?
No, I've hit him up once. So I think he lived too far from Tokyo where I was playing or something.
Oh, okay.
Who's that?
Long train or something.
Keisuke, drummer of Vomit Remnants.
That's what I thought. Yeah.
So
he's the guy that brought you out to Maryland, right?
Well, he didn't bring us out. What happened was I don't know how.
He invited you on to sing on stage.
Yeah, so I had been in touch with them because of this. I don't know, Dan, help me out. Did the split happen after Maryland?
I think so, yeah.
So
I think the split was like a year after.
Okay, so
we played in 2004 and we did the split in 2005 or something.
Takanori and Keisuke had come across Carnivorous because of Severed, and those dudes were just super into the underground shit. So obviously we're into it if they're fucking finding Carnivorous at the time, because they're in fucking Japan and we're this no-name band that
we're in South San Francisco.
Yeah. And fucking so we had just been pen pals through email for the longest time, and through conversation I found out that Vomit Remnants was going to be playing that what was it, 2004, because I went 2003 without you.
Yeah,
the first Maryland I went without you. The second Maryland you came with us.
This is my first flight.
That was your first flight, dude. I totally remember that now.
We got stuck in Arizona.
Your first flight was across country, bro. That's crazy.
We got stuck in Arizona because we missed our
layup. Oh yeah, dude, we did. We fucking got stuck in Arizona. We literally hung out at some random hotel and fucking, I think we hung out with like a retirement couple in the hot tub.
Oh, and a stewardess too.
And we all had a foursome, and then we went back to the room and flew out the next day, and we went to fucking MDF and fucking, what was I was trying to remember this. What was the name of that venue?
Sonar, maybe?
See, I said Sonar. So I think I was right.
Maybe it was the Thunderdome or something.
It was the Thunderdome, dude.
Yeah.
It really was. Sonar was the one that Odious had played years later. That was in Baltimore. Fuck, dude, you fucking killed it right there, because I forgot that fucking tie-in. So it was called the Thunderdome, and it had the 2 levels. It had the fucking 360 degrees.
I have so much of that on video too. No, I have pictures. Never mind.
It was actually called the Thunderdome?
It was called the Thunderdome, dude. And I was trying to remember it. The last episode, was it the last episode that I was trying to remember it? And I called it the Sonar, and I knew I was wrong, but I couldn't remember the name. And Dan just fucking killed it with the Thunderdome.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so very much.
But so anyways, we're there, and we're going there, and we had been talking to the Vomit Remnants guys, and they said, I was like, I'm going to be there. And they were like, do you want to do a song with us live? And I was like,
yes.
19 years old. And I was like, yeah. I don't even remember the name of the song that I did, but I was like, I really dig this song. That's what they said. They said, pick whatever song you want to do and we'll learn it. Okay. Yeah. And I picked the one that I fucking wanted to do, and I did it. And I was like, okay, send me the lyrics. And they're like, oh, no lyrics. So and I love those guys to death. I'm not saying that as a bad thing at all. I'm just saying I was very surprised, like, oh, there's no lyrics. And maybe I should have been paying attention more to the vocals and realized that when you listen to death metal guys, you know when they're not saying shit. You know, they're just fucking making their voice sound good, and that's totally chill too. It just becomes another instrument in the mix, you know.
Yep.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so I got to go out there and freestyle some shit, and I actually came up with some words. There's footage of it too, and I came up with some words in those parts, and that was my first. If I am not mistaken, dude, I think I performed with Vomit Remnants before I performed with my first death metal band.
Probably.
Before Carnivorous ever played in front of people, I think I already was out in Maryland performing with some fucking Japanese dudes.
So by proxy, Anthony, you're kind of Japanese.
Kind of, dude. I think I took on a little bit in that trip. I think that's when I started eating sushi, and that's when I started drinking sake.
Cheers.
Cheers. No, but for real, we had a great time that weekend, dude. Remember the goodbye in the airport with those guys? We all bought knickknacks at the fucking airport. Fucking
Crab King.
And then that was actually the weekend that I decided I was gonna quit smoking cigarettes, dude, because you and I went into that fucking little hot box room that they got in fucking the Baltimore airport, dude, and all the old people that were like fucking gray and green mixed
I remember
together.
those rooms in airports. Yeah,
dude, and we're in there. We're trying to get in the last fucking cigarette before we get on our 5-hour flight, and I look around and I'm just like, dude,
I smoked for way too fucking long, dude.
But dude, if you really look about it, you see your future.
Just look about it, dude.
Just look about it. You'll
Look
see
about it.
Fucking assholes, dude.
You look like
You know what I'm fucking saying? I'm being fucking. All right.
Look about it, dude.
All right, dude. Let's not.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you can.
Do you ever have like a say in like bills for tours that Suicide does? And could you ever be like, I want to bring out this band because like they're sick, or is that like really up to management and not really?
It's usually up to labels and the management when we're not headlining. But when we're headlining, we could help pick for sure. Like we toured in Australia, we were headlining, and I was like, you know, my brain immediately goes Psychroptic. Are they available? No. And then I was like, how about that band Distant Tomb? Will they fucking open for us? And they're like, fuck yeah, they're all stoked about it because, you know, probably pretty big shows for them over there. So yeah, I got to pick them. I got Surruption open up for us in like Sweden and shit. Yeah, I definitely get a lot of the say because
you are the death metal guy, dude. You're trying to.
No, I just try to think about it this way. If I'm a fan going to a show, I want to see fucking good bands, not just like some local they put on. So like when I go over there, I definitely like they always go, Dan, who's sick of fucking, you know, who's sick in Italy? I'll be like, hold on, and I'll like figure out who I want to play with us. Yeah, so you sometimes full tours are a little harder, and definitely when you're not headlining, it's not your show. Headliners usually get to pick. Like Cannibal Corpse is really good at picking sick bands they want when they book tours. That's why
Cannibal and Black Dahlia.
Yeah, Cannibal brings out fucking Deeds, Psychroptic, fucking everything else, Torture. They bring out good bands, you know.
Because they know the people are gonna show up. It's just like who do they want to give the exposure to? Who do they want to help out?
Yeah, for sure.
Is that mainly Alex when that happens?
100%. It's usually the fucking bass player, dude.
No,
Alex has always been fucking unique leader loyal, dude.
Oh, yeah, he knows a lot. He works out on it just as hard as I do.
Yeah, you introduced me to Alex, and he was like, "Oh, Odious Mortem. Yeah, I had you on my MySpace top 8. I remember you guys." Like, well, like, he was super cool.
Prophecy, I know all about it.
Yeah,
that's sick.
He's like, "Which song? Which one? What do you want to talk about?
Which one do you want to talk about?" Not 8 tracks, right?
I mean, he has a Carnivorous logo shirt, dude. I was gonna wear that one tonight, but I didn't. I decided not to. It seems
would you wear a fucking Budweiser shirt?
Wear my own band. Yeah, dude. This is totally fucking Anheuser-Busch, dude.
Was it like a John Zorn like fucking remix or something?
No, dude. All right, I'm gonna show you. It's
most boring part of the podcast.
All right. I know Casey's seen the movie.
Is it Holy Mountain or something?
You got it, dude.
I did? I was just kidding.
Yeah. No, this is a fucking Holy Mountain shirt, dude.
Okay.
Fucking Jodorowsky's right here, dude, with his fucking
hat.
The
fact you have a shirt of that makes it weirder.
Which
nobody should have a shirt of that, let alone own the movie.
Well, we -6 people that get that shirt.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, you don't have a problem.
I fucking don't want to be like any of you motherfuckers, dude.
You're a contrarian. I get it.
You're probably wearing a fucking American Outfitters t-shirt underneath that.
I like the
Legion. Everybody's like, me? Who?
It's cool, man. I like your shirt. It's all good.
Thanks, dude. Casey knows what's up, dude. Casey's always gonna back me up, dude. Casey's on my side, dude. Always.
Yeah. Well. So, yeah. So, what's up?
What do you think about Rey Mysterio? What do you think?
Yeah, it's a great match with this guy.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So remember, what was that? So I remember that was in the same kind of time period of Rey Mysterio, right?
WWE took all the Lucha Libre wrestlers and took them over.
Yeah. Damn. I've never seen Rey Mysterio's face still.
My vape pen, dude.
Nice, dude.
Nice.
So do you still play guitar too? space? Is that your guitar? Do you still?
I just built a little studio going on here. I got my monitors and shit. I just built it back up because I want to start writing new shit. And I'm picking up guitar again, and I'm fucking downloading Superior Drummer as we're doing this right now because I need 6 drums, and I'm getting the Death and Darkness package. So hopefully that's
Death and Darkness, dude. We're in December. It's 18 years since we started Carnivorous today.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I was just about to ask, would you guys ever be down?
I would love to. Dude. We've talked about it. We've talked about it back,
or like
times,
do like an LP or something, or like.
Yeah. I mean, EP probably seems more probable.
Yeah.
LP.
I mean, I remember at the 10-year anniversary, I was like, dude, let's just do like a fucking EP with our our demo.
I honestly don't even know if I'm like capable yet, but I have to pick it back up, play that fast again, and like, it's definitely gonna take some tricking my brain into like playing Gorgasm type shit again.
Well, I think it's more of a confidence thing. You were capable of doing it before, dude.
Yeah, but then I just fucking played bass for so long without even touching it.
So, yeah, it's still there. It's still there.
So who would play bass in Carnivorous?
The singer.
Like Joel? Would it be Joel? Or?
Oh man!
If we brought fucking Joel in finally, and Joel finally was,
I know. I just play Angel of Death cover like the whole time. I'll just do Angel of Death.
It all comes back around.
That would be fucking rad, dude.
I'll get my 7-string out or my 5-string and just. You fuck with a Carnivorous fucking.
But we can't call him Joel. We got to call him Season the Obese, dude.
Oh man, that's throwing
call
me
him
back,
Season
homie.
the Obese, dude.
Yeah. But you know what's funny? If I did do more Carnivorous stuff, it would sound different because I'm older and I've played a lot of other.
Well, that's okay, dude. I mean, this is the thing, dude. I know. I'm not telling you to go back 18 years and try and summon what you were back then. I'm saying Carnivorous is a new thing, just like Odious is a new thing on the new album. Yeah. Every band is a new thing if they're not a new thing on the new album, I don't know. It's like
more better yet, or
oh, dude, you have no fucking idea. I was gonna. I had so many ideas for this podcast, dude. I was gonna make merchandise. I was gonna make a Pavor shirt. I was gonna make a Pavor hat. I was gonna make Pavor sunglasses that I could see through just
so like one person would get it.
Yeah,
it was just for you though. It wasn't for anybody who was gonna watch it. It was just for
my
you.
My cat we're watching my drummer's cat, and he's staying in this room I'm in, and he just shit in the litter box, and it's not a good time for me right now.
Sounds like Pavor, pretty much, right? It's pretty
it smells like Pavor.
Nope, it absolutely doesn't. It smells like I won't say it.
We're going too deep on the inside jokes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, guys, let's keep it like we don't know what we're talking about. What are we
Pavor is the best. So, anyways,
yeah, they are. They're rad.
Not the best, but they're very good. So
I like them.
You're here now, and you're fucking. I don't even know where we're at, dude. Can I fucking try and?
So, yeah, go ahead.
I'm here now, Anthony.
All right, so we're Dan.
Yeah.
Where are you at currently, and what do you want to do with your future?
I'm in Temecula, California, and I just want to fucking go on the road, man.
You want to get back out on the road and fucking do shows again, dude?
I'm sick of fucking jerking off and making spaghetti and cleaning the house, I'm ready to
at the same time when you're making the spaghetti?
Yeah, well, I vacuum with the Roomba, and I stand on the Roomba, jerk off with the
dude. Making spaghetti in a bowl. I just see you like whipping spaghetti up in a bowl.
Yeah, that's what I do.
All right, no, for real though. I'm
just really ready for Suicide to take off again. Ready to go on the road, play some.
You guys been writing? You guys been?
No, we just ever play LA? I'd come out.
Yeah, we will. We just put out a fucking album right before this pandemic started, which was perfect.
Yeah,
perfect.
I mean, it came out right after ours did.
Perfect timing. So then we had to basically shelf it. So when touring starts, we'll play for that for a little while. Definitely, we're not even hanging out with each other, so definitely hard to write.
Yeah.
Where's the other guys?
Basically, I'm just trying to keep. We're all like Eddie, our singer, lives in Bay Area, but the rest of us are all like an hour and a half, 2 hours away from each other. We'll get together when it's like when we have to. But right now, it's feels weird just practicing a set for nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. Just for like to get their muscle memory kind of.
Yeah, like I bet we'll get back into it and be good. But this break is nice because I feel like once touring starts again, it's gonna feel like fresh. Like, oh yeah, touring, all these exciting things again. It's
yeah.
like,
I think that's a good point.
It's like starving yourself. It's like starving yourself and eating a meal. You're like,
it's like, yeah, no show 2020, like No Nut November.
Yes.
yeah.
And that first show back is gonna be so fucking fun.
Do you have any plans to do any kind of like any plans to do like any online, like the online tour stuff or the streaming stuff, or
no.
just in case like if things stretch out longer?
If they stretch out longer and we don't know it's gonna be longer, then we'll probably do another one. We spend a lot of time and money into the other one, so like we know it's like the other one looks so good, and like if we were to do another one and like make the prices go lower, it just looks shittier, and it'll be like, why are we dumbing down? You know?
Yeah. You set the bar pretty high.
Yeah.
Make the prices higher.
Yeah. If anything, we gotta. If anything, we have to
like $1,000.
So you guys had to rent that spot, obviously, every night.
Damn.
Yep, there's shit in there.
Well,
like fucking 10 grand worth of lights.
Crazy.
Yeah, you got to think about it like that was a venue that was doing shows before that, so they gotta
we got an Airbnb,
recoup a little bit.
Airbnb for 5 weeks, hosting like 8 people to sleep. So it's a big Airbnb.
Where was it at, dude? Where was it at?
It was in LA. So then you got to pay all the camera guys, and then you got you got to eat every day. It adds up.
Where was your highest selling E show?
Probably in LA.
LA.
Probably like 400 people or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, dude,
do you think
Cali...
like an E show compares to like an E-cigarette?
Yeah,
it's probably the same thing.
It's like
straight. It's straight to your system.
It's stupid. I know.
It's not the real thing. It like doesn't give you that right kind of like that right hit, but it's like it's kind of there. You're kind of playing still, but you're not like getting that right. Like
and the
snack.
convenience, it's like right there. Since you're right at home, you don't have to go anywhere. It's still the convenience.
Yeah, it's like
no. I'm showing this. This ain't no nicotine cannabis, motherfucker. No.
You're so cool, dude. You smoke weed?
I'm so fucking
what are you like,
cool, dude.
What are you like? What are you, 39 or something?
You don't even know. You don't
Anthony's
even
so
know.
sick, dude.
I'm just the sickest, dude. No, I'm just saying. I chew my nicotine.
Oh, that's even better, you fucking cow.
Chewing my cud. It's my cud, dude.
All right.
Well, fuck
yeah,
yeah,
I think, boys.
I think we should probably wrap this shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we went over we're over 2 hours now, I think.
Yeah.
We've hit
now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Times, dude. It's good to see you, Dan. Virtually.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, dude. So this is the time that I just really quickly want to say thank you for everybody who's been subscribing and fucking liking, reviewing. Those 5-star ratings on the Apple podcast are growing. That's awesome. So just, it'd be awesome if everybody kept doing that, spread the word, like, just tell everybody, dude. I mean, that's the only real way we've been doing this now is just kind of like word of mouth, like using a couple social networks, but it's just like, dude, we're really not doing much with this. So it's just like, we're hoping that everybody just tells everybody, that would be into this. Just let everybody know and fucking like, subscribe, all that shit, and keep coming back. We're going to be here. We got some cool stuff ahead. What's next episode? Next episode is Deeds of Flesh Part 2. We got Craig and Ivan coming on telling their stories. Ivan and I have a backstory together, and more cool stuff ahead. Ivan, Carnivorous alumni, so we're more Carnivorous stuff coming ahead.
And Odious.
And Odious, yeah, dude. Ivan's the dude I've collaborated more with than any of you guys. He's been in more projects that I've done than any of the other guys that I've worked with. So that's cool. He's coming. Craig, I've been on tour with him. So it's we got
for
their
the
story.
New album, for the new Deeds album.
Yeah, that's coming, dude.
Yep. Which is coming out. What's the date? December
12th,
11th.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, so in a week or so.
So the 12th is
around there. 11th.
Yeah,
12th.
11th or 12th. Yeah,
I'll be tuning in. I want to hear those.
That's gonna be awesome. I can't wait.
7 days from now is the 10th.
I pre-ordered the T-shirt.
11th. I'm sorry.
Excited.
12th is not right. 11th is correct. It's going to be dropping the 11th next week.
Cool.
And dropping with their album dropping at the same time. So it's going to be fucking sick, dude. Cali.
Real quick, I think Diesel Flesh's fans think their fans are really thin because I got an XL sweatshirt and I'm like the fattest man ever. Like it holds my stomach, like it's like giving me a hug. It's like, and my breasts are hanging down, and I don't know. I
think sizing.
Order one size bigger. Order one size bigger if you're gonna do the sweatshirt stuff, because
that's good advice.
Especially, you got that pandemic weight. You got those pandemic breasts.
That is true, dude. Those COVID.
Nobody wants to get a shirt.
Those COVID cups, bro. You got those COVID cups.
COVID cups.
I'm C's right now. I'm just straight COVIDs. Got a couple of C's right here.
You might have to, after this podcast, you might have to send me a couple photos.
That's right.
Some lewds.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Guys.
Yeah, everywhere you can find us, please fucking, like I said. All right, enough of that.
Thing. All right, guys.
But yeah, we love all you guys. Come back next week. We'll be here.
Nice to meet you, Dan.
I'm going to fly and come see you soon.
Dan.
Peace, Dan.
Cheers, bud.
All right. Don't say goodbye now. We're going to say goodbye in a second. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you next week.